From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a major morning here on Mornings LALATE as massive stimulus is coming to millions of Americans. This Christmas, we'll go over this massive stimulus in today's stimulus news, how to get those stimulus checks before Christmas, and to get monthly stimulus checks every month next year, 18 months across the board. These are stimulus checks for SSI, SSDI, SSA, VA, and RB. These are stimulus checks for low income. These are stimulus checks right now. I'm going to go over these incredible stimulus checks in today's recording. Then we'll be teeing up the massive tee-up for 2023, a new piece of legislation that could give you $200 on top of that monthly benefits, and then a $2,000 one-time stimulus check, plus remove the marriage penalty, the income cap, and lower the eligibility age of benefits. Then we'll go over to unemployment stimulus and how to get massive stimulus checks, and in some cases are upwards of $10,000. But the stimulus checks that viewers are getting right now are huge. How many checks? 18 months of stimulus checks. SSI, SSDI, this is you. Low income, this is you. $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. We'll go over the latest details in today's recording. Plus, breaking news minutes ago, as Nike is posting one of its best days in many, many months. The stock is up 12.15% right now. We'll go over the breaking news after it reported gangbuster numbers after the close yesterday. And also FedEx way up 3.5%. The Nike news, which we're going to go over later in this recording, is surging the markets and also lifting retail sales. Consumer confidence way up in today's breaking news this morning, live on air from the shores of Santa Monica, California. A Santa Claus rally has started now because of that. You look at that red ticker right on the screen. We have finally posted a major start of a day. 500 points right up. This is what we wanted for a Santa Claus rally. Mortgage refis are way up, but existing home sales are down. We'll have the latest details across the board, and it all started, of course, with Nike. We'll have the entire story behind Nike today, and I'll analyze it for you. But, of course, massive stimulus. Stay over this 1-hour broadcast as we go over these 18 months of stimulus checks. $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. It's for you. It's a big, bold, beautiful Mornings LA broadcast from the shores of Santa Monica, California. Good morning, and get ready for a major announcement coming up to LALATE. Exciting, and I'll give a preview of that announcement today. It all starts right now. Good morning, everybody. The market's way up 500 points after the excitement of Nike. But for you, massive stimulus. 18 months of stimulus checks, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. We'll go over the massive stimulus check news that has been lost since the month of March. Those huge checks are for you. Again, how many checks? 5 checks per month, $3,000 on average a month. 18 months of stimulus checks, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and rural benefits, they're for you. And we're going to go over each of these incredible stimulus checks in today's recording. Viewers have gotten them since the month of March. The stimulus check news heats up today's broadcast with those big checks for SSI stimulus checks, SSDI stimulus checks, SSA stimulus checks, low income stimulus checks right now. We'll go over all those incredible details in a big, bold, beautiful morning. Happy holidays. And coming up in today's broadcast, I'll give you a preview of a major announcement coming to LA. Oh, wow. It's exciting, and it's coming up in today's recording. But first, let's go back into the major breaking news. Massive stimulus checks coming to millions of Americans for Christmas. And those incredible stimulus checks became law in the month of March. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI. Stimulus checks for you, SSDI. Stimulus checks for you, SSA, VA, RB. Stimulus checks for you if you're low income. $75,000 or less, a single individual. $150,000 or less, stimulus checks for you as well. We're going to go over those incredible stimulus checks in today's recording as the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering, and the coffee is brewing. We got a lot of deliciousness in today's recording. You look at that red ticker right now, the market is up 500 points. Wow. These incredible stimulus checks became a law in the month of March. And how did they become law? They became law by executive action of Joseph Biden. Let's look at those first 3 checks. They are stimulus checks A, B, and C. Back in the month of March, Joe Biden came along and passed a series of executive actions which established massive stimulus checks. And those stimulus checks, viewers of this channel have been getting since the month of March. If they're on SSI, if they're on SSDI, if they are low income, those incredible stimulus checks are A, B, and C. The federal stimulus checks for Americans, doesn't matter where you live, and the first three checks, $100,000. How do I get them? You go right under this video, join the channel right now. If you're in the live chat, you see people with a beautiful purple hawk emoji behind their name. They're members. That's what you do. You become a member and go into the LALATE newsletter and get those incredible three checks, A, B, and C. We'll go over them with you one at a time in this recording and get that incredible financial freedom. Then, members got very excited because right after that, Congress passed a beautiful bill and established more checks, hundreds of checks, E through K. Yesterday, we had the major breaking news update about stimulus check E. And then I found new more stimulus checks, L&M, N&O, P and Q. How do I get these huge stimulus checks? Step one, you go into this video, subscribe. Step two, you become a member. Then you get that LA newsletter for the Purple Power Monday through Friday. 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central. And in that newsletter, you're going to get stimulus checks A, B, C, E through K, L to Q. We're going to go over all those incredible stimulus checks one at a time. Again, that newsletter is 7 o'clock West Coast time, 10 o'clock East Coast Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central via the YouTube alert. Here's the YouTube alert. See the title of the alert? It says new newsletter today, LA membership newsletter today. There's the guy at the surfboard. Go past the guy at the surfboard to where it says click and view post. See that beautiful blue button, view post? Click it. It sends you right into that newsletter and get those first three incredible stimulus checks across the board. The stimulus check news continues right now with those big stimulus checks. You can get them by December, fast routing time, these stimulus checks. In some cases, 2 days. Johnny got $45,000 in 2 days. You can get stimulus checks later this month of December, and you want to set it up so that you get monthly stimulus checks. That's what viewers of this channel are getting. How much? 18 months of stimulus checks, $3,000 of stimulus checks per month, 5 stimulus checks per month. Fast stimulus, paying out in less than 48 hours. And again, these are stimulus checks for you, SSI, stimulus checks for you, SSDI, stimulus checks for you, VA, stimulus checks for you, RB, stimulus checks for you, low income. These incredible stimulus checks are huge, and once approved, they come automatically. So I want you to go right in this video, join this channel, get that purple hawk emoji behind your name, and start applying for stimulus checks today. And which ones? I want you to start right with checks A, B, and C. Let's go right into stimulus checks A, B, and C, starting right now. Stimulus check A is a beautiful $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check. Here it is. Do you want $12,000 for Christmas? Of course you do. Go get that incredible stimulus check A. How do I get it? Become a member of this channel, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Then get that newsletter. Go into stimulus check A and click the link and go and apply. You're not done there yet. Go get stimulus check B. It is a $15,000 to $80,000 stimulus check. That beautiful $15,000 to $80,000 stimulus check is the one that is helping people get lots of months of checks. How many months of checks are they getting? They're getting 18 months of stimulus checks and lots of checks per month. On average, 5 and on average, $3,000 a month. Go right in this video, become a member. You're not done there yet. Go get stimulus check C, which is for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. In the LA newsletter, as a member, you're going to go down and it's going to tell you the 12 places to reach out to, what to say, and how to say it. Make sure you reach out to all 12 places. Let's look at the beautiful success stories that viewers have had from stimulus check C in the last year and a half. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Then go get some incredible check C. Do you want $15,000 of utilities? Then go get some incredible stimulus check C. Join this channel. And SNAP. Combinations of checks from $23,000 to $50,000 went NECE. Mark was at $32,000 of stimulus checks. He went to $50,000 of stimulus checks, then $100,000, then $166,000. Lorraine was at $105,000 of stimulus checks, and she went to $155,000. What do? You right now go into this video, join the channel. Join LA1 or LA2 or LA3. Become a member. Purple Hawk or Purple Power or Calcino VIP. Then subscribe to LA 1, 2, and 3. Subscribe to all 3 channels. It's totally free. Make sure you have the alert set to all on all three channels by hitting that bell under all three channels and make sure all alerts are on. And then get that newsletter Monday through Friday. 7 o'clock Pacific, my time, 10 o'clock New York and New Jersey, 9 o'clock Central, and go right in and apply for the incredible stimulus checks. And that are the first three stimulus checks right now. Again, these are stimulus checks for you, SSI and SSDI. Do not wait. Stimulus checks for you, low income. Do not wait. We're not done there yet because guess what's coming up in just a second? What's coming up in just a second is the excitement of 2023 proposed legislation in the future, and also the excitement of unemployment stimulus. But first, let's go to the other details we're looking at right now, which are the continuation of these big stimulus checks for you, SSI and SSDI. They turn us to now stimulus checks E through K. After A, B, and C, members of Shell got very excited because what happened? Congress passed that wonderful bill that established more stimulus checks E through K. And let's look at those beautiful stimulus checks E through K starting right now. Stimulus check E is a $7,500 stimulus check. And yesterday I had a major update on this channel. If you did not see that video, go watch it. It's in the archives. It now shows us that stimulus check E will get a major update from Treasury later this month. Stimulus check F, $4,000 stimulus check, love it. Then stimulus check G, a beautiful 30% off. Stimulus check H, $2,000 stimulus check, love it. Stimulus check I, $8,000 stimulus check. J, $8,000 stimulus check. And then K, a $14,000 stimulus check. Incredible, love it. Then we go to stimulus check L, $100,000 on average of loan industry money. M, a $4,000 stimulus check. And then N, do you want a brand new tablet, computer, or laptop for Christmas or for this December with free internet? Absolutely. Then go get stimulus check N. As a member, go right in the newsletter down to stimulus N and go get this beautiful stimulus check for a brand new tablet, computer, or laptop. Stimulus check O, zero down payment, zero closing costs for a brand new mortgage. And then stimulus check P and Q. P is a beautiful 30% refi, and $8,000 stimulus check is Q. There you go. These are federal stimulus checks. They're from the federal government, so it doesn't matter where you live. Doesn't matter if you move. Doesn't matter if you're in different states. Doesn't matter where you are. It's for Americans. The federal stimulus checks. Largest stimulus check, $100,000. Smallest stimulus check, $8,000. Fast routing time. Johnny started on Monday. By Wednesday, he had $45,000. By Friday, he applied to 15 places. Half rejected, half approved, $80,000. We have stimulus checks for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance. We have stimulus checks for home improvements, home appliances. We have stimulus checks for the car, the computer, the free internet. It's absolutely incredible. Again, these are stimulus checks for all Americans. SSI, SSDI stimulus checks, SSA, VARB stimulus checks, low-income stimulus checks. Go get them right now. Go right in this video, subscribe. Subscribe to all three channels to this broadcasting family. Number one on the subject matter in America today. Number three for overall financial news. Subscribe to LA1, LA2, and LA3. Then there's a bell under all three channels. Make sure you have notifications set to all on all three channels. And then become a member to any one of those three incredible channels. Get that membership newsletter from me to you. And that's 7 o'clock my time. 10 o'clock New York and New Jersey time at night, 9 o'clock Midwest time like Illinois and Missouri. And go right and apply for checks A, B, and C and continue down to E through K, L to Q, and you got it all together. And with that, we're going to continue with the stimulus check news in just a second, but let's go to the major proposed legislation from Democrats and Republicans for next year for the reform of Social Security. And this is very exciting. That reform of Social Security is a series of bills from Democrats and Republicans, which are set to potentially merge, that would raise your benefits. What do they want to do? They want to give you a $200 one-time monthly raise and then a $2,000 stimulus check one time. Did I say that right? A $200 monthly stimulus raise and then a $2,000 one-time stimulus check. Remove the marriage penalty, the income cap, and lowering the eligibility age of Medicare and also benefits. Hashtag Purple Power, hashtag SS200. Let's go over the details right now. The concept is very simple. During the pandemic, you were not paid enough. And you were not really then getting the benefit of anything because COLA did not work. COLA only works when there's good inflation or a lot of inflation. There was no inflation during the pandemic. So your benefit check did not go up and it cost more to live during the pandemic. So they want to give you a $2,000 one-time raise to get you caught up because you're still behind. You're still behind. Then they want to give you a $200 monthly raise your benefits a lifetime. This would be on top of the raise that's coming to your benefits check next month in January. How much are you getting then? An 8.7% raise on top of your 5.9% raise you currently have. And then the year after that, another raise, and the year after that. Really incredible, great news. The next story for stimulus that we want to turn to right now is unemployment stimulus because so many Americans are losing their jobs. In the case of Tesla, for example, massive layoffs have hit that company this year. The stock is now down the lowest levels it's been in many, many years. So I want you to get unemployment stimulus checks. How much are those unemployment stimulus checks? Tens of thousands of dollars in some cases for viewers of this channel. 2 steps to follow, and you need to make sure you do both steps correctly. So let me explain to you how to make sure you do both steps correctly because I care about you deeply, and I want to make sure you get these stimulus checks. Step 1, get the claim done correctly. If you've never established an unemployment claim, then do it. If you've done one before, you need to start a new one in the same account on your Secretary of State's Department of Unemployment, Department of Labor. The first question it's going to ask you, you must answer correctly. And it's going to ask you, what date were you fired as a W-2 employee? This is when the boss came up to you and said, you're fired. In this example, we're going to say October 1st. So when the boss came up to you and said October 1st, you're fired, that's the date of firing. When you go in to establish your claim, when it asks what date we fired, October 1st. Do not use December because what happens? You're going to lose all those weekly checks of October, November, and most of December if you use a later incorrect date. You must use the date at which the boss fired you. Next 2 questions are very simple. The answers must be yes and yes. First, what are the questions and what do they mean? Question number 1, do you wish to work? Of course I do. And question number 2, are you able to work? Yes. The answers are yes to both of them. The first question will ask you, are you willing to work? Well, of course I am. Is that your question? The answer is yes. If you answer no, you get denied your claim. And question number 2, are you able to work? That means if you have physical use of your body, the answer is yes. If you answer no, you're denied. Which brings us to the second part of getting these massive stimulus checks. Certifying for benefits. This is a fancy way of asking for checks each week. What you need to do is after this website tells you your claim is approved, then it's going to ask you to tell them what happened in week 1. Do you want to check for week 1, the first week of unemployment? In step 2, you do exactly what the website tells you to do. It's going to ask you certify for benefits week 1. Then when you're done, it's going to ask you certify for benefits week 2 and continue all the way up to the present. It's very, very easy to do. And moreover, if you're weeks and weeks out since you were fired, don't worry because it'll ask you to do all those weeks and you can do them at the leisure and the time of your pleasure. You don't have to do them together, but it will start you at the beginning. If you lose connectivity due to a power outage or a cell phone losing battery, don't worry. It'll pick you up where you left off and it'll do one at a time. You can never be too late, but you can be too early. It'll tell you if you're too early, the week has not passed yet, and then it'll bring you up to the present. And if you are just applying for unemployment benefits for 12 weeks away, 12 weeks in the past, guess what? You get a check for 12 weeks of stimulus. Isn't that incredible? That is incredible. Equally incredible as the breaking news we're dealing with right today is Nike, NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, NKE. The stock is up 12.15% right at the moment. It is causing major news across the entire industry of retail, the entire industry of commerce. Why? Because it was a gangbuster second quarter corporate earnings. Yes, second. The stock is up 12.15% for a series of major details. We're going to go over those in a second. And what happened thereafter. FedEx also reported slightly good news. That stock was up 3.5%. The result of both of these factors across the board is that Nike is surging the market up dramatically. Look in that red ticker under that red band under this at the lower this part of the screen. We're up 500.50 the Dow right now because of the major Nike news. The market's surging. It's lifting retail. Consumer confidence is way up in a brand new report today. A Santa Claus rally has finally started. Mortgage refis are up because the rates have fallen quickly, but existing home sales are down. A lot of details and a lot of exciting news in this big second half. What I want you to do is get some stimulus checks. Go right in this video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Get some stimulus checks if you're on SSI, stimulus checks if you're on SSDI, VA, RB, low income. Get some stimulus checks right now. Do not wait. Again, remember these graphics. 18 months of stimulus checks, $3,000 a month, and 5 checks per month. And get ready for the big second half. Because what's also coming up in the big second half? A major announcement from LALATE is teed up, and I'll give you a preview of that major announcement. It's a Christmas gift from me to you, and it's coming to LALATE. It's very exciting. It's absolutely incredible. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, the Big Bold Beautiful Mornings broadcast continues in just about 60 seconds. I'll be back with you in 60 seconds as we continue with all the stimulus checks news and the major details coming in with Nike minutes ago. The market is celebrating. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, see you back in 60 seconds.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
And the excitement continues right now in the Big Bold Beautiful Mornings LA. Look at the markets up 500.50. It's all because of Nike. The stimulus check news continues right now. Get those huge stimulus checks right this moment. What do? You go right in this video, join the channel, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP of LA1, LA2, or LA3, any of the 3 broadcasting channels in this family. Then go right in this video, subscribe to 2 and LA3 as well. Make sure you have your bell set to all notifications on, and then go right into that membership newsletter and apply for checks A, B, and C right this moment. Actually, C you have to call for. A, B right this moment, and get that stimulus check N. I don't know the routing times on stimulus check right now for N. I think we're a little too close to Christmas at this point, but it could land a brand new tablet, computer, and laptop right after Christmas. Isn't that wonderful? Fast stimulus, 18 months. And how many months of checks? 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. This is you again. SSI, stimulus checks. SSDI, stimulus checks. VA, stimulus checks. RB, stimulus checks. Stimulus checks for low income. These are stimulus checks for Americans. Doesn't matter where you live. It's federal stimulus. It's stimulus right now. And with that, let's continue into the breaking news that we're dealing with right now, which is this. Nike. Stock is way up. 12.15% right today alone. And it's causing a lot of major other news across the board. We're going to turn to Nike and FedEx with the breaking news starting right now. First, Nike and FedEx were last night giving you their second quarter earnings, not third, but second in the case of Nike. And it literally surged the market. Meantime, FedEx came in relatively good as well. FedEx was less inspiring, but still beat top and bottom. The stock rose 4% after hours. Right now, it's 3.5% up across the board. So let's go into why this news is so big and what it's doing to the markets. Nike is surging the markets right now. You see in that red band at the bottom, plus 500.50. The Dow is up 500 points. We have not seen anything like this in almost a month. It's all because of Nike. Nike shares actually, reportedly, are actually up 15.3% right now. So they're up a little bit more since I went on air. 15.3% right today after it posted stronger than expected numbers. And this is the biggest day for Nike since 2021. The stock is on pace to literally go up 15% today. That's up from where we were initially. It comes in a day in which consumer confidence is way up. The consumer confidence report came out minutes ago from the Conference Board's monthly number, and it topped estimates of 100.5. It came in at 101.4. The reason the confidence of consumers is up is because they believe inflation is departing. Why? Because they're looking at gasoline. They're not as sophisticated as you and I are, but they're looking at gasoline. They know gasoline's cheaper, and so they think inflation's gone. Not the case. Lynn Franco, Senior Director of Economic Indicators, the Conference Board, says that this is the lowest inflationary consumer number since September 2021. So consumers think inflation is the lowest since of 2021. They're not right. They're just looking at gasoline prices. So here's where it gets very exciting. Santa Claus rally could have started or has started. I believe the Santa Claus rally has started. Yesterday on this channel, I told you that the Santa Claus rally had started on Monday, as we posted a positive day on Tuesday, that we were up as well. But today, clearly a Santa Claus rally, day 3. This is the third consecutive day of the market up. What is the Santa Claus rally? Santa Claus rally is very critical for this economy. Every December, the markets go up, starting on the 10th trading day of December, which this year is December 14th. But we hadn't done it yet. We are into the late part of December, and when the market was still down. Analysts said, don't worry, Santa Claus may be coming late. They were right. Monday, we knew if we got a pop on Monday up, we would be good. We got it. Tuesday, we got more. And then Nike last night, the market's up 500 points. The breaking news continues with the mortgage refis way up. The demand surged 6% in the latest report released minutes ago. Why? The Mortgage Banker Association says that mortgages are still down 85% year to date, but it's because the mortgage rates, are the lowest they have been since the month of September. Wow, these are incredible. The 30-year fixed mortgage rates have dropped dramatically, but they're still up year to date. Existing home sales are way down. A brand new report released minutes ago. Existing home sales have fallen 7% in the latest report. This is compared to the month of October, and this is not good. It's continuing on a regular basis. At the end of November, there are still 1.14 million homes for sale, which is an increase of 3% compared to the year before. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see more inventory of homes in the market. So let's go back to the news that started the day, which is Nike. And I'm going to go over some of the details of Nike, and I'm going to give you my commentary on the situation. First, I'm going to go over the data, and then I'll give you my commentary. The data is that Nike is a retailer, considered a retailer, that the numbers were great. It follows on the heels of Foot Locker with that major beat. Dick's Sporting Goods did well as good. But Nike came in really high. Is this a good news for all retailers? The markets say yes. I, however, say no. Nike is a retailer that has a massive presence online. How do I know it? Because I'm on it morning, noon, and night. I'm literally on Nike's website 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is a very well orchestrated online presence. So I think Nike is really an online sales retailer play. It's like an Amazon or a Walmart. I would not compare it to a brick and mortar business like a Kohl's or a Macy's. It's really an online play. If you want to buy tennis shoes, you know your size. You bought a pair of Jordans before, you know what size it is, you know it's going to fit the same way. You don't need to go in a store. In fact, Nike has closed a lot of stores in the last year. You go online, you buy it, you watch the site. They have promotions online, promotions only online. I even featured this. I think some of the shoes on the Twitter handle of LALATE, where they launch the shoes in the morning. By noontime, they're gone. So this is all an online play. Wall Street is getting this really wrong, folks. Nike is an online retail play. So I would not compare it to bricks and mortars. I would not compare it to a Nordstrom's or a Macy's. This is an online presence. This is not even like a Foot Locker. This is an online presence like an Amazon or a Walmart. And if you want to put other companies in the same boat, fine. But if you want to compare it to a brick and mortar, it's not going to pair out. The situation is that the market is getting it wrong and playing up and trading up all brick and mortar retailers today. Oh, no, no, no. That's an ingredient for destruction. Now, the other part of the Nike story today is supply chain gone. Yes, of course it's gone. We've been talking about this for months. Supply chain disruption, the inability to get those products made by Nike overseas back to the U.S. territory and available for holiday sales is long gone. It's been gone for a while. And supply chain disruption is no longer the culprit for bad retailer numbers. So the markets now think that, wait a second, the Nike numbers are so good, maybe the supply chain disruption is gone. It's been gone for a while. Again, anyone who shops on a business on a regular basis, you see it. I saw it because the inventory was changing on Nike on a regular basis. It wasn't the same shoe. They were getting different shoes because they're getting more shipments in from China. That's the excitement across the board. Now let's go to FedEx. FedEx is up slightly today with great news, good news, but not great news, I guess I would say. FedEx, of course, you're looking and seeing how much goods is being shipped, and the stock is up 3.5%. What was the analysis that followed thereafter? It had rallied 4.5% in pre-market trading, based upon the belief that more shipping may happen from because of FedEx. Do I agree? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But I really do think that the FedEx and the Nike story today are causing your Santa Claus rally. Your Santa Claus rally, which is so critical to this economy, is finally underway. And you see it right in that red ticker, up 500 points. We're likely up even higher right now. Up 500 points based upon the news of Nike and based upon the news of FedEx. Now, do I agree with that? Well, I agree that's what's causing the Santa Claus rally. The market is actually up a little bit less right now. We're up 478 right now, a little bit, pulling back a little bit. So do I agree with that analysis? I do not agree with that analysis. I'll tell you why. Santa Claus rally, in my heart of hearts, was looking for some really great, huge news. They were looking for great news to get excited, to trade up. They didn't really care what the news was. They needed some really great news. And the Nike was the really great news. Was it needle and haystack sort of news? It is, because needle and haystack, that's sort of Nike. Nike is a beloved brand where the products do not really sort of correlate to other parts of the retail sectors. It's a dominant brand, like a Levi's jeans, like a McDonald's. It's a dominant brand. So just because one brand does so well doesn't mean the whole retail industry is going to be up. But I think Wall Street took this news, ran with the news on Nike, and that's why they're embracing the Santa Claus rally. Is it going to sustain itself? It depends. If the market realizes, wait a second, this is just Nike with the great numbers, it's not going to be other bricks and mortars, because Nike doesn't have a very big bricks and mortar presence. If it's going to tell something about Amazon or Walmart, maybe, yes. But I think that at some point the market's going to realize, wait a second, this doesn't really correlate to the entire retail sector, because it doesn't. Number two, they're going to realize that let's compare this to a similar type business that does have a brick and mortar, a Foot Locker or a Dick's Sporting Goods, or different shoe retailers. Do they see similar numbers? If they don't, then they realize, no, this is not an indication of the entire market in general. It's just a great story for one company. Congratulations to Nike for those great numbers. But that is why you have to stay on point. We're going to see how this plays out in the next few hours, and I'll be back with you tonight on E! News LA, and of course at 11 o'clock on noontime with breaking news as well. But what's also breaking news? LALATE. A major announcement's coming to this channel. Before Christmas, or on Christmas, I haven't decided what day it will be, I'm going to make a major announcement for you. That major announcement for you is for Christmas. It's for you if you're a member. It's for you if you're becoming a member. You're going to be very excited about this major announcement. It makes total sense, and it's absolutely incredible. It's a major announcement for future members and for existing members. You're absolutely going to love this. And it makes total sense, and it just came out of nowhere, pie in the sky, made a reality, and I'm going to show it to you in just a few days. I'll either show it to you on Christmas, or I'll show you before Christmas. Jump in the live chat. Do you want your Christmas gift before Christmas or on Christmas? I've debated the thought, because first I thought if I put it on Christmas, maybe I don't have enough viewers and they won't see the news. If I put it before Christmas, say, why are you having me open my gift before Christmas? So we will see and how it plays out. Of course, we have a couple of days to decide. Do you want your gift before Christmas or on Christmas? It's not a stimulus check, so no, I'm not sending you a wad of cash, and no, I'm not sending you lobster shorts, because I want to keep you as my viewer. I don't want to lose you as my viewer. That exciting news coming to this channel in just a blink of an eye. A major Christmas gift for members and future members coming to this channel. Oh, wow, this is exciting. Haven't been excited since the check waved back at me at the beach that one time. For those shorts in Santa Monica, California, go around this video, become a member. Get all these incredible stimulus checks. SSI, your stimulus checks. SSDI, stimulus checks. Your VARB, your low-income stimulus checks. Get them right today. Apply for that stimulus check A, B, and C. Apply for that stimulus check N. If you're not a member, join it right now. Go around this video, join this channel. Then get that newsletter. Remember the time. My time, Los Angeles, 7 o'clock. New York and New Jersey, 10 o'clock. Midwest, 9 o'clock. Go right and apply and get those incredible checks. I'll be recording with you all weekend long, the weekend of Christmas programming notes. So I will be with you all Christmas long. Will the Mitch ball drop? No, that's New Year's. Will the Mitch tree drop? I don't even know if he has a tree. We'll check in on that one. For the shores of Santa Monica, California, God bless. Stay informed, stay focused, have a beautiful morning, and as always, stay LA for more.